Hi guys, so recently I uploaded a video where a member of Iron Maiden who voted for Brexit was complaining about the consequences of his vote. I don't know the exact reasons he had for voting to leave back in 2016. I don't think it was due to immigration, but perhaps he was hoping some tax changes would come about by having Brexiteers in charge. Something I find sad about many musicians is that they seem to portray one message in their music, and then when you find out who they really are, that myth is destroyed. Anyway, the one thing that the Iron Maiden lead man was right about is that the music industry is suffering post-Brexit. Here Sky News interviews a man from a union that represents artists, and he explains how they're being impacted.
In an open letter to the Prime Minister, leaders from across the creative industry have called for a visa waiver agreement with the EU to enable touring across Europe. Well, joining me now to discuss this is the National Secretary of the Bec2 Union, Noel McLean. Noel, very good to see you this morning. Just spell out, please, if you would, what the situation is right now.
Well, the situation right now is effectively workers in the creative sector who make their living touring in the EU have been left with what everyone said we should avoid, which is a no-deal Brexit. Leading up to negotiations, there were repeated assurances that this would be covered. It was very important, both to the UK in terms of cultural measurement, but also kind of economic power. Despite those assurances that it would be covered, when the Trade and Cooperation Agreement was released, there wasn't one line, one word, one clause. They were left out completely. So effectively, you know, people in the UK who wish to in the EU are now faced with a mountain of paperwork, bureaucracy and cost.
What's interesting as well about all of this is that there was a focus on fishing during the negotiations between the European Union and the UK. Boris Johnson's government said we're going to defend the fishing industry. Fishing is paramount to the UK. Now, as I've said before, and I just want to refresh people's memories, we have here, this is from the BBC, it says, the Commons Library briefing reckons the UK's fishing and fish processing industries employ a total of 24,000 people and contribute £1.4 billion to the UK economy. Now, if we compare this to the music industry, and this is just a Google search, it says in 2019 there were more than 140,000 people working as music creators in the United Kingdom. And it has a breakdown here: live music 34,000, music retail 11,000, recorded music 5,000, music representatives 3,100. So the music industry is much more important than the fishing industry when it comes to employing people, and of course by in respect to the amount of money it brings in and the history as well. The UK is a centre for music, but it was not covered in the trade deal. The musicians were promised, of course, by Brexiteers, yes, we will protect you, we will make sure that you're able to operate as before, and this is another one that we can add to being thrown under the bus.
And this is hitting both performers, but also technicians and technical crews.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely, without a doubt. So, and I think the point you have to consider is that the UK is a world leader in this. 85% of all tours in the UK, in the EU, are UK based. 85% of the specialist haulage that's actually required, that is also UK based. So tech skills, you know, the UK was at the front end of that, you know, world leaders, well respected, and effectively they've been completely cut off.
They have been cut off because the Tories don't care and the Brexiteers don't care. The Brexiteer mentality is we want to create a hermit nation. We don't care about trading with our European neighbours. We're more interested in trading with countries on the other side of the planet. And even when it comes to trading with them, we're willing to sell the farm in order to get a trade deal. The wrong people are in charge. The people who are in charge did not actually care about the fishing industry, but they knew it was sexy, so they would put it front and center. They didn't care about farming. They threw it under a bus with the Australian trade deal. And there have been calls within the music industry and the entertainment business to work out some deal with the European Union, and of course Brexiteers don't care. The people at the top, if they want to travel, they have the money. It's not a problem for them. The small independent operators are struggling at the moment, but they're at the end of a queue, and that queue is very long at the moment. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?